Hi everyone, I'm Lauren and I'm here with...
This is Ayamaro from East Africa. I am in New York, and Lauren's dad introduced me to her. Then now we're here.
Now we're here hanging out.
Yes.
I have a bunch of really cool questions for this gentleman because he has built a channel. I am _Marwa. Be sure to follow, subscribe, check him out on all social media because it's the same name everywhere, right?
Yeah, we're heading to
Yeah.
500,000 guys, so please subscribe as we go there.
So I'm here to learn because I'm starting the YouTube game as well. So I wanted to ask Marwa some really cool questions. You know, seeing Marwa's journey, I've learned a lot, but there's I think a lot that he also has to say that I think we can all learn from. And one of the things is that you brought YouTube to your village.
Yes.
And it's not just changed your life, but it's changed the lives of the people around you.
Yeah.
And my question is, how do you handle
Yes.
the way that people see you now? How do you handle when you, let's say, pass the baton of, hey, I'm going to help you open a YouTube channel, and they get excited, right? As anyone would.
Yeah.
And then, you know, that takes them away from maybe helping you. They might have been doing work in a certain place or helping you in one way or another. We're not naming names, but just what's it like for you when you see these people excited and they kind of go off and do their thing? And how do you handle sometimes when they leave, like that you know what I mean?
Yes. So actually for me is when I'm helping people, my main point is I want to see them succeed just like me. Because I'm a guy in the village who is like really successful in the middle of a village, and most people around me are not, especially people who want to be like me or get a lot of inspiration from me. That could be dangerous for me as just one guy having all the money or building this type of buildings and stuff. But if you empower everybody around you to have something for themselves, people will be focusing on their own goals to building themselves, then focusing on you, like, what can we get from him today? Oh, he's not around, I am hungry. Oh, he's around, I want to eat. But if most people around me are successful, it's like a whole
you bring everyone up so that you're surrounded, and it's almost a protection circle in a way.
Yes, you know, it's the same thing as you go like to these developed countries like the US. You see a tall building, beautiful, and you see another one, you see another one.
True.
It doesn't fascinate you anymore, but you can always say that place you know, they have beautiful buildings.
You appreciate the whole, even
whole
if that
thing.
one thing is no longer the focus.
Exactly.
But how do you handle jealousy from people who might not, they don't understand what you do, but they see the fruit of what you do?
Yeah, in
Right?
that case,
And so what do you...
Yeah, in that case, I try to avoid myself, or I cut myself from them. Because you know, when people are jealous, all they do is they want to harm you, or they always question, why is he like this and not me? In this case, them.
The comparison, but anger about it.
Yes, but in the best way is I try to be mysterious to them, because to anybody.
Define that.
Yes.
Define, how do you see being mysterious to them?
Mysterious is when people don't understand you.
Okay.
For example, they don't even know what you like, they don't know what you eat, they don't know your plans, so they see you as a lost guy actually. Like you really confuse them.
Like you kind of disappeared, in a sense, from their...
For example, if people know you eat everyday lunch, this and this, or you eat somewhere, it's easy for them to plan something for you. But if they can't actually predict you, for example, when I'm in my village, I dress purely like them. So nobody, if somebody new comes to the village, can't even tell who is the boss here, who is the owner of that, who is even Marwa. Like my name Marwa, it's a village name, it's common. So in that case,
so you're like the Robert of your village.
Yeah. So in this case is when you're so mysterious, people even can't study you. They cannot even understand what you're doing.
Yeah.
And that's good, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you ever feel though, because I know that for because you've been building
Yeah,
and
that's
you
true.
have all these different projects. So one of the things that we were talking about earlier
Yeah.
that I was interested in is how do you handle having all of these logistics? Because you make a video every day. Sometimes you're doing a live,
Yeah.
and then you're doing your construction, but you will manage neighbor construction.
Yeah.
You know, and then what is it recently? You brought electricity to the. So you're essentially creating infrastructure from scratch.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's the kind of thing that mayors do.
Yeah.
And I actually said this to Mr. Brown, so you wouldn't know this, but I was like, he's in some way when people walk up to you and they shake your hand,
Yeah.
they're almost treating you like the mayor of the town.
Yeah.
How do you avoid
Yeah.
the over expectation,
Yeah.
but also with what you're doing,
Yeah.
how do you handle that there's so many things you have to keep track of?
So
I know it's a lot of questions, so answer
yeah,
that how you want.
number one, you called me a mayor. That can be very dangerous for a guy like me, especially coming from a society which is people are very
I'm saying
vicious.
that in an American sense. Nobody come for him because I don't want to be responsible.
Actually saying that point, one of the area MP in my region, his PA came visiting me a few days ago, saying, "Hey, we watch you. We love what you do." And in that case, I told him, "Thank you so much. So you from the member of parliament team?" He said, "Yes." And I told him, "Hey, man, me." Things to do with politics, I'm not interested.
You're
It's
like,
not
keep
my
me
thing."
out of it. You have it.
So I don't come out as a potential threat to anyone.
But you know, I don't think you carry yourself like a threat. I don't. What I mean is, I don't think
I mean,
you
for
have humility.
politicians,
You have humility.
You know, some politician may see and say, maybe in 10
Jealousy
years, this
or
guy will be a governor, will be this, will be something like
like, oh,
that.
he's making his resume in a way or his
Yeah,
CV or something.
like helping the community. Like we built the house of Mama Ann for 10 days. We were in the big news and everything.
Which was amazing, by the way. I still think you deserve props for that because
And then we
that
brought
was beautiful.
electricity, which should be brought by people like
And then
Member of
Anne going to
Parliament.
school, like that was
Yeah.
beautiful.
Not even only Anne, we had a lot
So
of
many
kids.
of the
So in this case, I try to make it very clear, like I'm not interested in politics. Otherwise, they may think I am a threat.
Yeah.
But actually, for me, is most people go into politics to be like rich, to amass wealth. Me, I don't need that. I always feel like.
Well, I mean, you're amassing what you need, doing what you love.
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
know, I think that's too the thing that, to me, if I were them, obviously, and I say that humbly because everybody's different, and I'm coming from an American perspective, so I understand. I don't know everything.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't see you in that specific political way as a threat.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking and I'm saying, well, he's in his purpose.
Yeah.
He's helping people, he's creating these videos, he's traveling the world, he's doing something that he likes to do.
Yeah.
People who go into politics, they want to be in politics.
Politics, yeah,
right?
that's true.
So, I would only be threatened if it's like, first of all, I wouldn't be threatened because the more the merrier to me.
now you're talking
It's
about
like everybody
human
grows up.
nature. Yeah.
But in places where that is the case,
Yeah.
it's like, but you're in your lane. Why would I be jealous of you while I'm in mine? That's how I see it.
Yeah. So, like in my case, for example, I've really helped a lot of people in my village, and some of the people turn against me.
Yeah.
Like I can build a channel from scratch, zero.
Yeah.
Then this guy gets audience, same audience that used to be mine. Then he takes the same audience, and the same audience turns against me. And the same people will come and say, "How dare would you do this?" Oh, Ma,
So they believe
Believe
what
the
that
other
person
guy.
has said.
Who is very new, maybe even it's 1 week old.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think it's
Yeah.
because they always wanted to have a reason to not believe the best in you? Like it just brought it out of them?
I think it's because
or
of the bigger person. When
Okay.
you're big, people are happy to attack you because they try to find everything to put you down. Especially people who have just joined the team.
Yeah.
It's very different when somebody has seen you grow from nothing
Yeah.
to something.
Yeah.
Because they have seen the process, they have seen your sweat every day.
They know it's work.
They know it's work.
Yeah.
And other people just joined. And for them, maybe they got excited because of one video you did and they subscribe. But after that, they start now looking for just negative things they can pick. And nobody's perfect at the end of the day.
No.
So
I'm not,
yes. So
happily.
for example, we were raising a GoFundMe. You know, even people reported our GoFundMe to GoFundMe. Saying,
what?
Saying we are scammers. You know? And imagine
Well, I guess, you know,
So we
that
had-
sounds like envy.
Yeah,
It
we-
sounds like envy.
so we had to send a GoFundMe everything.
Yeah.
And we send them videos from scratch.
So they could, you
They
can,
could
you
see
can
everything.
witness where the money is
Yes.
going physically with your own eyes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can imagine people can reach that extent. But in that case, I see people who are afraid of success. Because, you know, also sometimes success is uncomfortable.
Explain.
Yeah.
No. Explain. Okay. So, because there is such a thing as fear of failure,
Yeah.
where you don't want to like do a thing and then suck and then feel
Yeah.
humiliated.
Yeah.
Fear of success. What is it, and why do you think it has
So-
that impact?
So fear of success comes purely out of jealousy.
Other people's success or their own?
So other people's success makes someone very uncomfortable. Because most of the time they wonder, how did you just do it in the same environment we had, same platforms we had? What is so special with this guy that me, I didn't get it?
Yeah.
And that creates, so anything that you make this successful guy makes, it really triggers the other person, like, wow, he's still doing it. So
Yeah.
they look for any means to ensure they put you down. So that's the fear of success. So any success somebody creates, for the other person, it's like, wow, no. Oh, why is he moving like this? Oh, he already did.
Yeah.
So yeah, like
But that's because they don't see behind the scenes. Like they don't
Yeah.
they're not seeing the hours spent
Yes.
working on editing.
Personally,
They're not seeing the
yeah.
footage you lost
Yes. Personally,
and then had to reshoot.
I call them lazy because for success, you know, people say that guy is very lucky or something. Me, I don't believe in luck, but I believe the amount of proportion of work you put, the proportion of work you put in anything, it's the amount of luck you get in life. So the more you keep working hard, working smart, trying to take greater risks in a good way, the more lucky you become in life. And why I'm saying that is I can see the story of my life. Just people, sometimes people see me right now and say, Maro, that guy has traveled the world, he's building, he's doing this. And true, one day maybe I'll buy a helicopter. I really want to buy a helicopter one day because I built a house with a helipad. So it makes sense.
You want to use it more than like once.
But it's not like I'm proving people wrong or proving people right.
You're just doing what you want to do.
I just want to
It's
do
your own
my
expression.
thing. Yes, because I believe many people in the world have helicopters. There is no difference between those people and me.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I think that is a big part. It's a subtle thing,
Yeah.
but it's a big part of what makes somebody say, oh, I'm going to be envious.
Yeah.
Because what you just said is, I don't see a barrier between the person out there who has this bigger success helicopter
Yeah.
than me, and me if I just put the steps in to get there.
That's true.
But I think most people, and I won't speak for everyone, there are people who are out there and circumstances just tough, you know? But for people who there could be a way, but they choose not to, they don't have that confidence, and that becomes the barrier. They can't see themselves being the one that says, oh, if they can have it, so can I.
Yeah,
Why,
exactly.
why not me? And that, I feel, and you tell me what you think on this, but I feel like that is also part of what's creating the jealousy that, you know what I mean?
People don't believe in
because just the
themselves.
confidence
people
will
don't
make
believe-
somebody.
And this world is very easy, actually. Even me, I always tell myself, life is easy. No matter even how it's beating me out, I say life is supposed to be easy. It's that simple. It's
Explain
supposed to be
Explain that point.
So
Life is easy. Why?
Yes.
What does that mean for you?
So, me, I always tell myself, does it involve health? The answer is no. Does it involve death? The answer is no. Then I always say everything is supposed to be easy. Because, for example, the type of clothes we wear. You know, you could be having like 50 different clothes in your closet, but every day you dress and take it out and pick another one. You dress, take it out again. this is not what I want to dress today. This is, you have like a problem to choose even the clothes you already chose to bring in your closet. But if you only have one or two, you have no choice. You just pick and say, me, I'm gone.
I have to say this
Yeah.
one area where as a woman, I don't connect,
Yeah.
but that's allowed. Keep going.
So I always say life is always easy. And also me, I'm a believer of God and the universe. That sometimes things you say, things you think, project at the end of the day to real life. Okay? So for example, I'll give you an example. I just came to New York, I think yesterday, right? So before coming to New York, let's say 2 months ago, I told myself in my mind, I want to go to New York. Then it was just an idea. Then one day I woke up, I actually booked my flight. Then one day I said, okay, it's time to go to the airport. Now I'm in New York. So see this thing. See life every day like that. At
Yeah.
first, it's just a thought. I think I should go to New York. That's how you should think. I think I should be a big YouTuber, or I should buy a house, or I should do this.
Yeah.
So it's a thought. So in that thought process, then you put some work, which is like booking the flight and
Yeah.
this. Then the real thing happens. So if you start thinking life is difficult, the same thing will happen. If you think, because everything is an imagination.
Your thoughts create the reality you're living.
Even this house here you see today, this house here, the way this thing is here, it was never like that.
Yeah.
It's just a
Someone
thought.
had to decide there was going to be this.
Purely a thought.
Yeah.
Everything you see in your surrounding, it's always a thought. So if you see a beautiful building, it was a thought. So you think of that, like a thought created that beautiful building. So and your thought is always like, oh man, life is so difficult, I can't manage. It's gonna be just like that.
Yeah.
Yes. So me, I take my thoughts and transform them in the most positive way to actually create something relevant,
Right.
no matter what.
That's true.
Anytime you're alive, you're relevant.
All
and
the
you
time.
also just said
And you can do
build your brand
anything.
around your personality.
Yes, that's very important. Actually, that is the biggest magic on YouTube. People want to see Maro. What did Maro do today?
Yeah.
So regardless what I do, maybe it's a boring activity, but they want to see what I'm doing. But if you build your channel, maybe, let's say, let's say,
You only talk about one particular subject.
yes, and that subject today disappears, maybe something like that.
Yeah.
Then you become irrelevant.
Yeah.
But if you are the center of your channel and everything, there is no day you'll be irrelevant. Every day actually you keep improving. Because people watch you, people come to see what did you eat today? Where did you travel to?
Yeah.
Or what did your mom say? What is your sister? Oh, this is your sister. Or this is your dad too.
Dee Mongo.
Yeah,
we
you know,
love her
something like
channel.
that.
Follow her.
Yeah, you know. But the best thing I'll still repeat is always build a YouTube channel. You being the center of everything. Even if you're talking about other people, you are the main character.
Yeah.
Yes. So let's say even you doing this video, you have to be part of the thumbnail as I become. Even me, let's say I'm the bigger guy here. That's irrelevant.
Yeah.
You are the bigger guy on your channel.
I also just
all
like
the
putting myself on thumbnails.
Yes, all the time.
Uh-huh.
Because when you do that, people get used to you. Brands can recognize you. People can say, "Oh, I watch you. You the guy." Yeah.
Yeah.
But if now you build, let's say, but it depends the type of channel you wanna build. Let's say if you're talking about technology, it's something else. Maybe you wanna show iPhones, it's something else.
Yeah.
But for like what I do, purely like social life and influencer.
Yeah.
Or we know that guy traveling and cooking. And it's always about. It should be about.
That's good advice. See, this is the kind of stuff that I feel like you will drop. Marwa will drop this kind of knowledge in a live every now and then, or maybe like in a, like, let's say you're doing a vlog for just a daily showing your life,
Yeah.
and you might have like 5 minutes
Yeah.
where you put some of this in there,
Yeah, that's true.
and honestly, it can be some of the most interesting. Because aside from doing things,
Yeah.
we don't always get to hear how you think.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's cool.
And also another thing is when you build brands around you, is you don't need anything else. You don't need to travel to fancy places or hotels for people to be excited about your content. People will be excited because it's a new day and you're showing them what's in your basket in that new day. It could be just chilling at home. It could be you going to the toilet, no problem. But true story, yes. But if you build your brand,
I'm not sharing any toilet views. Y'all are never getting that. Sorry.
Yeah, but if it's about like, okay, my vacation in Cancun, what if your money runs out?
Oops.
You know, so
No
that
more
means
Cancun,
the
yeah.
channel dies. No. Yes, and if you realize, me and my crew, like my group, my sister, and all the villagers, our videos are based on very simple stuff. At the same time, people ignore simplicity. People want like flashy stuff, like, no, this does not look okay. I need to get a new jacket because people have already seen this one.
Yeah.
No, you don't need that. Because the funny thing is, the simple thing you ignore, somebody else somewhere in the world is wondering, what? So this is how they do it in the
Because
world.
everything is relative.
Yes.
I mean, at some point, that's absolutely it. You having a chair for somebody, it's like, oh my gosh, you don't sit on the floor.
Yeah,
exactly. There truly is a relativity to it all.
Exactly. It's the same thing,
And
like,
that comes to as well. I think that optimism.
Yeah.
That I think that was kind of the question that I wanted to ask. How do you maintain the optimism that you carry? Because you have enough reason, without trying to bring up anything painful, but you have enough reason to be like, middle finger to the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So why is it a choice? Is it your nature? Like, why do you lean toward, I can do it, I can be it, I don't resent them if they run off there, I'm not jealous? Or is it just knowing, okay, I have those moments where I feel that, which I think is a fair thing and healthy, but then I don't live there. Like, what is it for you?
No, for me, it's the fact that every day when I wake up in the morning, I tell myself this, I'm destined. What will be, will be. So I tell myself like those two things. What will be, I'm destined, and what will be, will be. So having said that, there is no external force that can put me down. Because I already told myself what will be, will be. That means I have to do what I'm supposed to do. And I'm destined. You know how much power that gives me? Like, already there's nothing, I strongly believe nothing bad will happen to me. If I'm doing this project, I'm gonna finish it. Like, it's destined to happen. So these other things has nothing to do with me. These are people who don't understand that I'm destined. It's just like believing like you're gonna pass your exams. Nothing will stop you from doing it.
Yeah.
So even if people say, you don't study hard, you don't do this, that's their own story. And actually that's the power of believing. When you strongly believe. At the same time is these people who are saying, let's say the naysayers, can't do what you've done. So you're like, why would I again put
Carry
myself,
their drama into your own.
Yes, let's say you're already here. Why would I be fighting with somebody right here? Because these guys have not seen the process of being here. You understand?
Yeah.
Because you've been through the process, you know how hard it is or how easy it is, and this other person is so new, so you just let them.
Yeah.
And the best way I came to understand is, with people, you don't even have to fight with people. You don't even have to quarrel with people. If you feel really annoyed and you feel like you want to destroy other people, just cut yourself off.
You're like, oh, that's the line.
You just pull off, and when you pull off, don't watch what they do, don't concentrate what they say, don't focus.
That ties to a question that we'd asked earlier. I'd asked you earlier, which is, how do you handle being misunderstood? I think it ties to it.
It's the same thing, because when you pull back, you go back to your lane, and you keep doing your own thing. And the funny thing is, it's like, let's say for example, you know how to cook. You have the experience, you've been cooking for so long. Somebody else just knew how to cook 2 days ago. But now he's telling you, you don't know even how to cook.
Yeah.
If you start arguing with them, you may argue the whole day. But
ruin your mood for no reason?
yes, exactly.
Waste your time.
Exactly. But if you keep quiet, they will do the mistake and then come back to you and say, actually. Or I will give you another.
They don't even come back sometimes though.
Yeah.
They just go, I'm gonna run with my tail between my legs.
Or I'll give you a perfect example. Maybe when you in, I don't know if it happened to you, but it happened to me, and I learned this. When we were kids in primary school, the teacher may ask, "What is the answer of da 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 da?"
Yeah.
And somebody will shout at the background, say, "Oh, it's maybe Mississippi, something like that."
Yeah.
And everybody will say, "Oh no, it's Nile." Let's say the longest river in Africa,
river,
something like that.
Yeah.
And somebody say Mississippi, and maybe they didn't see Africa. So, and the whole class says, "Oh no, it's Nile." So in that case, the other person was very confident in their answer. Even they shouted. They didn't even wait the teacher to give them a chance to express. Like, okay, you. But they came to realize they were wrong. And life could be like that all the time. You could think you know everything, but actually you what?
Yeah.
And it's
but
a
you
common
learn that
answer.
over time. That doesn't just happen. I feel like you learn that the older you get though.
Yeah.
And when I say the older you get, I don't mean you have to be like 45.
Yeah.
I just mean life
time,
experience. Like there are some people who are 12 who know that lesson.
Yeah.
And there are people who are 60 who don't know that lesson.
Yeah, so in that case, you come to realize you don't have to argue with those people because for them, they already know they're right. These are
It's like there's no convincing them or
yeah,
changing.
but if you give them time, they will come again and say, "Oh,
yeah.
it's the Nile." So I see life like that.
I think that indicates a good deal of patience.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you have to have patience to grow a YouTube channel, to grow anything, to grow any business, any endeavor. It doesn't just happen overnight. And I think that's something that your work highlights.
Yeah.
I know it's something that in the work I do beyond YouTube and even what I'm looking at now with YouTube, patience is about more than just
Everything.
it's about more than just like your emotional reaction to a moment. It's about how you look at the bigger picture of what's happening in your life, how you reach out to people, how you respond to people, and also to whether or not you personalize what someone else is doing toward you.
Me, I don't.
You don't.
I swear I don't.
To achieve anything or get into any height, you have to be aware of yourself and also willing to discipline yourself. And I think that's something that you have in spades. And I have to say, Marwa, I really appreciate that we've had this chance to hang out.
Yes.
Please, list all your things.
Yeah. Guys, if you're watching this from Ayamaro, please subscribe to Lorraine Official. And also I want to give a shout out to her dad.
Yeah.
He told me
He's
he's
gonna
been
love all
watching me.
these.
He's been watching me since I was 2,000 subscribers.
Yeah, he
now I'm
has.
heading to 500,000. Also, he donated to my YouTube channel the other day. I didn't know it was him. I just knew it was a fan, but now I've met. Just believe in yourself. Trust me, believe in yourself. And dreams don't just pop up like this. They are built.
Wouldn't it be nice?
Yes. You build it slowly, step by step. Trust me, it will be there. And consistent is very important in everything you do. Because if you maintain consistency, especially positive stuff, you'll see fruits for sure.
Yeah.
And
So-
social media has a lot of money, so do it. No, it has. And
does,
The
yeah.
beauty of social media is this. Like me, the biggest thing I love just being Maro, is what? It's not even the money thing. It's like I can be anywhere in the world. Even though I have a weak passport, I can still be like anywhere in the world in my own terms, doing, like for example, right now I'm in the US. I don't even my next plan. Imagine your plan is no plan. That's the amount of freedom you have. And with all that, you're still making money.
Yeah. That is a great deal of freedom, and a lot of people want that.
Yes.
But in order to get that, there is some level of self-awareness and discipline, because you got to know you want it, and then you have to have that plan that you walk through. So, I am _Marwa.
Yes.
Be sure to follow. We also have to say thank you to the gentleman holding the camera. Please shout out your channel for the people gently, since you're closer to the mic.
Yes, iVentures.
iVentures. All of it will be linked. Please be sure to also like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications for this channel. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.